Hello, this is Nana, and welcome to my channel, Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. I'm doing 2 live streams today. I already did one earlier. As you can see, I kind of put it in the background. There's my 2 breads I made earlier. So if you want to follow along with that series, it's day 1 to day 12 on how to do a sourdough starter and make these delicious breads. Go for it. Now this one is, I want to say first of all, Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And this is for my mom and my daughter for Mother's Day. And everybody else for this dessert. It's a hummingbird cake. Now it's awesome. The recipe's listed above, and you can follow along with me. And I'm excited to make it now. I've never made this one, so it just sounded good. So lots of times I will practice before I come on here to see if I like the recipe. This is not a practice, but I just thought this looks delicious, and I am going to make it for you today, guys. So here we go. Let's get started. So this is 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And into that, I already measured 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon sea salt, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon. We're going to put that in together, the dry ingredients. And I'm just going to stir this all together. All right. Make sure that cinnamon gets all mixed up, because you don't want any salt or baking powder like in one spot. That's why you're kind of mixing it up really nice before you blend the whole thing in. Now I need a bigger bowl because there's a lot of ingredients that's going into this recipe. So I'm going to pour, now that I mixed these 2 together, I guess I could have put it in there, but I wanted to make sure you saw what I was pouring while I did this. So here's the bigger bowl. I'm going to take all the dry ingredients and put that in there. Okay, so to the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add all the rest of the ingredients. And I might use a mixer if it doesn't go right, but I think it's going to go right this part. So, okay, so we are adding now 1 cup vegetable oil. We are going to slightly beat the eggs first. I wanted to show you I'm doing that 3 eggs, large eggs. Shake it up just slightly beaten. Pouring that in there. And then we are going to, I'm going to mix all of this. I can add the sugar too. I want to mix all that. And the sugar is 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to mix all this together, and then I'm going to add the next ingredients. And actually vanilla too. So the vanilla is 1.5 teaspoons vanilla extract. And like I said, it's all typed up at the top. But I kind of always recommend you watch it with me to make sure. Maybe I made a mistake or something. I want to make sure we have all the right stuff. At least watch it once and then go to town. I see that an egg here, so let's dump that in there too. All right. So we're going to mix all this up really nicely. Okay. I'm trying to show you the best I can, but because it's a big bowl, well, you can see it right here. I'll turn it to the camera every so often when I'm mixing it, so you see what it looks like. Now, when this gets all combined together, all the cake batter, we're going to separate it into 3 9-inch pans. So it's a 3-layer cake is what I'm doing. Something special. This is a cake that you want to do for something special like Mother's Day or a birthday. Like, it's a really pretty, it should turn out very pretty. I see what I'm going to do with it, it should turn out pretty. We'll find out. I guess you guys can all tell me after. I'll mix this up really nice. Okay. So we're going to add, it's a little bit dry still, so I'm going to add the bananas next, but it's a little bit dry because it needs more liquid, so we're going to do that. We're going to add to that 2 cups of mashed bananas. And we're also going to add, this is 8-ounce. We don't have them in Canada, so I had to separate a can, but I think in the States you have an 8-ounce crushed pineapple with all the juice and everything. You're going to put that in there. All right, and to that, we're going to add a half a cup of coconut. We just move this all over to my sink while I mix it. All right, let's mix this up really nice. Now, I'm having a hard time. At one point, I'm gonna grab the mixer here because I want it mixed up nice. But for sure, I'll be using the hand mixer, or you could use a mixer. You don't have to hand mix it. I was just trying to prevent the loud sounds on my live stream, but you want this mixed up really well. And probably for the topping, the frosting or icing, I'm going to use a mixer for that one. Now, I don't know if I said that, but I do have my oven preheated to 350 to get this ready because it's going to bake for, well, we'll see, 25 to 35 minutes. You can do the toothpick test, or you just touch it and it'll sponge back. So that's what we're going to do the next stage as we go. But I want to make sure I mix this up. Like, you're not supposed to over mix, but you want to make sure that you want to get the bottom of the bowl. Hey, happy Mother's Day, my friend. You're going to try this cake out maybe. Let's see what it turns out. What are you doing, Rach? You hanging with me, or are you just visiting? I think you visit once in a while. I can see when you do a thumbs up, you probably stop in. But I'm making the whole cake today, and whoever comes in, I guess it's like you can either rewatch it, make it again later, or it's an open house and people drop in today. But happy Mother's Day to you too. So that's what the batter looks like. I bet you it's gonna be delicious. I'm so excited to make this cake. I've never made it, but I'm excited because it looks like it's gonna be good, and it's a nice batter. So there's the batter done, right? Let's move all this out of the way. And I have 3 pans I'm grabbing right now. I'll find them all. 3 9-inch pans I have sprayed, and I like lining them with either wax paper or parchment because they come out so easy. They release from the pan easy. I'm just finding where I put the third pan because I have 3 pans. I'm trying to figure out where it is. 1, 2. Where did my third pan? It's here somewhere. How could I lose a pan, eh? I was thinking it got combined together, but that is strange. Oh, I know. I hid it under something. Aha! I already toasted coconut and pecans for the topping. So that was already done for the topping, toasted pecans. So there's 9-inch pans. Well, you ready to go see Mom? Cool. Oh, well, thank you for joining me. There, I gotta pour these into 3 pans. So I don't know, I'm not gonna measure it. So again, I said cooking spray, and then I sprayed again on top of the wax. Those are parchment, but wax paper, either one. All right, so let's pour some here. And I'll try to make sure they're all even after. Pour some over here. Over here. All right. Over here. I got to take from one pan to the other. That's okay too. As long as they're all even. That's what I want because they'll cook evenly. You don't want one bigger than the other one. It happens sometimes, but I will definitely tell my mom Happy Mother's Day from you. Thank you. She's letting me do my live stream and do my cooking. I think she's going to love this cake. And I plan on making it again if everybody likes it, my husband, for his birthday. I'm going to do it again. All right. Maybe you guys can tell me if it looks even, but it looks pretty good. I don't want to waste this. I always told my kids and grandkids, make sure you get all that good stuff out of the bowl. Don't waste anything. Oh, well, say hi back. Thank you very much, Demi. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me and saying hi. All right. Let's move that out of here. I was soap things as I go. I don't want to get off. I can clean it up, or I might clean it up as I'm doing the live stream because we have to wait. Okay. I think they're about even, but it could be wrong. When they rise, I'll know. So we got the oven already, like I said, 350. We're going to put this in for 25 to 35 minutes. So I'm putting them in right now. All right. I'm not going to make the topping here until this cools because it'll just melt on it. Let's get this done. And the reason that's cooking so fast is the fact that sometimes cakes are better done in shallow. You make smaller amounts in a big thick cake, which takes longer. It doesn't always cook right. It's sometimes good to just do three smaller cakes, like height, not width. That's 9 inches. That's pretty wide. But height, it cooks a lot faster. All right. I'm going to move this over here too. See, and I can chat. And as long as I'm not annoying anybody, I can clean up as I go, which is what I want to do. So when I get out of here, I will be done. All right. So I'm just clean up my mess here as I go. All right. It's kind of nice. So how have you been anyways, you guys? How has Demi been and how's the kids? And it's nice seeing you, Rachel. Thank you for those of you who come to my live streams or rewatch it and pop in. Thank you very much to everybody. All right. Almost finished school. Very nice. I hope you did good in school. I hope she did good in school. And that's for Demi and for you. That's congrats. You're going to get that done and be on vacation pretty soon. That's nice, Rachel. I like a nice little vacation for a while as the kids are out. What day is that? What day do the kids get out this year? I'm going to put my icing stuff down here. Okay, that is cream cheese, unsalted butter. We got lots of icing sugar, which we might need more. Vanilla caramel sauce. Some softened cream cheese, softened butter, vanilla, caramel sauce, icing sugar, and I got a little bit of salt to go in there. So like I said, I can't do anything right now. I don't want to start my icing because the cake's got to cool off first. So I got to make them and cool them off. And you get to see them as they come out. I'm going to move my bread out. That's what I made on the live stream before. I'll give you a little sneak peek at the bread. That's my breads, sourdough bread. It's nice and warm. I got to let them cool off for 2 hours. All right. It's, Okay. Oh, I think there's a delay. Thank you for the thumbs up, Rachel, if you gave it to me. Hi, Cliff. Welcome back, Cliff. I'm not sure who's still here. She might be in the back. She had to leave to go for Mother's Day, Cliff, if that's still you. And if you're still there, Cliff, how are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling better. Prayers going to you. Oh, you're still here. Okay. You're still here because I wasn't sure if it was Cliff or you, but he said hi to you. All right. Da, 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 da. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. All right. Right, I can have a little break. And we'll check on the cake and we'll bring it out here. Matter of fact, I think I'll move this over here so you can see what the cake looks like, and then let it cool, and then I'll come back and do all this. Oh my icing, frosting, whatever way you want to say it. Let's dump this. No more flour needed for a little while. I am going to make more bread because I want to try the circular containers after. So right here, I want to try the basket in the round with these particular lids and see how the bread looks. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm actually trying to think of, let's see if I can start the bread tomorrow. So I have to take it out and feed it. Which one I want to use? Use the older one. So this is just entertaining myself until the cake is out. But I do want to start another batch. So you have to take it out of the fridge. The starter. Grams. Yeah. Take it out of the fridge. And we're going to feed this and get it activated again. So I have to dump 100 grams and feed it 50. Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to dump a little less than that because I might be doing something else. So we are going to get a bowl. And dump just instead of 100, I'm going to dump 50 grams. So let's dump 50 grams. See how thick it is. It's happy. But it's It's going to have to get fed, so I'm going to take some of it out and then refeed it to do the levain tonight. All right. It's so sticky. What's that? Still a bit more. I think I will take 100 out. All right. Ooh, too much. Stuff is really sticky when it's comes from fresh out of the fridge. 75. Let's see. 104. Like that. Just a little more back. Close enough. Got quite a bit. You don't even need this much, actually. Maybe I'll dump a little more. There, just a couple more ounces. I gotta heat this up and double in size for tonight. That's good enough. All right. Now I'm gonna get some lukewarm water since I didn't set the water out. I want a little bit of warm water. So I can do that. So I'll just take a little warm water. Do 50. 51's good enough. Let's close this off. All right, the reason I'm doing this is because I got time in between baking my cake. So I'm a person that's got to keep doing stuff. I like to keep busy. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Keeping busy until the cakes are ready. And then I'll take this all out of the way. So you guys, if you're watching the recipe and how to do this, you can fast forward this part anyways once it goes live. I mean, after I get off of here. Never heard. Did you see the recipe? Look up top of this live stream and see what's in it, Rach. Well, you saw me make it, but you really see what's in it. It's coconut and all kinds of really cool stuff. I can't wait. I bet you this is going to look good. Be really good. It's new to me, but I feel like it's going to be really good. Oh, 51 right on. That's what I need. Okay. All right. To clean up my counter after. Here's my lid. Yeah, let's work this down a little bit. All right, so let's do the scale for now. Out of the way. Right up top of this live stream. Go to the very top of the chat of this live stream, Rach. Like go back. Like you can go back to it and you'll find it at the top of the I type the recipes on my live streams now, the cooking ones, right at the very top. I pinned the title. Yeah, I pinned the title, and then you can go and the whole recipe's there, and then you can follow along with me to make sure you're not doing anything wrong and see how I decorate and everything else. That's what I've been doing lately. And I'm hoping it's a helpful thing for everybody to see the recipe right there while I'm doing it. So Right now, I'm just reactivating my sourdough starter. This is kind of what you have to do. You write it down. Yeah, you write it down, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. You should follow it at least once when I'm doing it to make sure, I make mistakes. I'm pretty sure I put everything in that recipe, but I always like for people to double check to make sure it's all done, because I do type and I make mistakes on my typing. So write it down and then make sure it all matches, and then you're good to go. All right. Okay, again. I'm activating this sourdough from the fridge so I can make the levain, and I'll make some bread tomorrow. Again, I want to try my basket, so I'm trying to do it so I become really good at sourdough bread. So practice makes perfect. I am going to leave this out of the way. Oh, actually, I'm going to put it in my microwave like I normally do. Put it in the microwave, let it sit till it rises, and I can make the levain tonight. All right. I'm going to put this. This has got to go into my sourdough discard. This is next. That's why I label everything. I can see about oldest discard to the newest one. Hopefully this won't pop the lid because I'm getting quite to the top here. That's good. In the fridge. And then start to smell them. They smell good. I need this for tonight. Okay, and I need a baking rack, so I'm going to pull out the cakes. I'm going to cool down, so I'll show the cakes next when they come out, because I can start to smell them, so they're getting there. I got them for a little over 25 minutes, and we'll check then. That is great stuff. There it is. Okay, I keep on looking for, where did I put that razor blade? It's right here. Ooh, yes, they're looking nice. They're all working. Awesome. I'll put my mixer way down here. All the stuff I need. Get the cakes out and then let them cool. And then I'll start the icing when they almost cool. That'll work out much better for me too. Now, I had tips to decorate it, but unfortunately I'm missing the coupling to it. So I have to come up with, I'm going to decorate it, but it won't be quite as fancy as I wanted to do it. But it kind of is good. It's getting me to clean out my cupboard and finding what is no good anymore. And either use, if I'm using it, get another newer set. Because I had a pastry decorator, like all the tips and everything. And now, I'm missing the coupling, so it's no good for me. I'll come up with a different plan how to decorate the top of this. Because I could make it really fancy and do little florets and everything. So, that's not going to happen. That's okay. All right. This icing should be really good. The stuff that's in it, cream cheese and butter and caramel sauce, vanilla, and icing sugar and salt. Yummy, yummy. Smells good though. Oh my God, I can really smell the bananas in this cake. It smells delicious. What time is it? It's 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's good. 12 at night. Good, 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 good. All right, we got 4 minutes, but I still don't know if it's going to be ready yet. Gotta test it, like I said, with a toothpick and see how they look. Cool them off. If they're taking too long, I might have to put them in the fridge because I don't want to make the icing yet until it's cold enough. I feel like another coffee, maybe? Maybe another coffee. Yeah. Decaf first. And then I can get this coffee ready for tomorrow, regular. Okay. Oh, it's a lot in there. It's a lot, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be worth it. You know how I bake? You don't see that because I get it all ready, but I pre-measure everything in bowls, and then when I do a live, I can just add it quickly to make the live go faster. But I do that ahead. I have to, there's this. I do this in most recipes. I do it even if I wasn't doing it online. I make sure I got all the stuff separately, all measured right, and then I add it together. I don't dump it all in a bowl normally, unless it's a recipe that you can dump everything together. That's fine. But Normally you have to kind of separate dry ingredients and wet ingredients, and that's kind of what you have to do. But yes, it has a lot of stuff. Wait until you see the top, the icing. Yeah, that's what I would do, Rach. If, like just pre-measure everything. It does give you a lot more dishes, mind you, but no big deal. Look, I just talk and get all my dishes done. As I'm talking, I made these crackers. So I think a couple days from now, I'll come back and do a live, because that's a really quick one. It's just the cooking time that takes the longest for the crackers. But if you want to do up a batch of crackers, sourdough discard crackers, they're pretty fast to do. To make, they're very fast. But to cook them, that's the time again. It's the cooking that mostly takes up my live stream to make them so long. And anybody watching this can fast forward all this part. If you want to watch it, you just watch the beginning when I'm making the recipe. And then while I'm talking right now, you can just kind of fast forward through this and then stop and go through once I decorate it and making the icing. You just watch all that first. You don't have to watch me walking around and talking. I just have to fill my time up. Ooh, let's see. Let's check it out. I don't know. Take one out and we'll check it. It certainly smell good though. Wow. Okay, let's see. That's what they look like. Still feel soft, but we're gonna see. Take a toothpick. But it will be a little soft because of the type of coconuts in there and bananas, so they make it pretty soft. Let's see. Yeah, it looks nice. Yep, I don't see any batter stuck to it, so it looks good. Okay. Shut my oven off and bring all my cakes out. Cool. Okay. Okay, I need another cooling rack. Put it on the stove. They look good. They look really, really good. I'm gonna take them out of the pan in a couple minutes. And I have to put them on a cooling rack, but I'm using the other cooling rack for my bread, but I think the bread is cool, so I'm going to relocate the bread. That's still warm, it's good enough. Here to a cool pan and a cool rack for my cakes. All right, let's see. Nice and cool. That's why I like cooking, like lining it with either parchment or wax paper. When you do cakes, I always do it because it's so nice. It never sticks to the bottom. I love it. Oh, you're dry. You be careful then. Be careful, Rachel. Okay. It's still too hot. Let's see how it goes. This one might be easier to turn than that one. Okay. Oh, look at that. It even came right off the lining. Woohoo. Okay, I'm ready. Next, let's try this one. Oh, there, lining gone, but still nice. There we go. Garbage. Remove that, and I'm gonna do the last one. All right, let's move that out of the way. Cool. All right, now I'm gonna cool them all off. All right. Oh, it smells delicious. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, it smells good. Yum, yummy, yummy. Really good. And unfortunately, I can't do much. I'll let it cool off. Let them all cool off. And whoo-hoo. Now I think I want to put it on a glass plate to make it look pretty. So let's make it a nice glass plate. Fit it. Yeah. I'm going to get my plate ready. So when I eventually decorate it, this is what I'm going to do to this one too. Wish I had wax paper. I don't. So I'm going to do something like, because parchment paper is more expensive, and I keep using all parchment in this stuff. And I keep forgetting to get wax paper. So to make it easy and not so messy, I'm just gonna kind of put it to the end like that. There. There and there. And when I go to decorate it, I won't go to the plate, and I just have to move this stuff out. So again, that's ready. Still hot. No, I put this over here. All right. Good. Let that cool off. All right. Now a little ways to cool off. I don't want to, like I said, make the icing until these cakes cool off. And then I'll make the icing because it'll give time even more to cool off. That's what I do, because otherwise you're asking for trouble. It's just going to melt. So, and I'm going to leave it on the cooling rack because then it's got air circulating on top and underneath. Once it cools, I'll put the first one on the plate, but not at this point yet. So I can chat and I can also do some work. Gonna wipe the dishes down. Gonna wipe the dishes down. Put them away. I'm missing. I have this kit that's for cake pan, the 3-set checker cake. And do you think that I could find the right pan, the third pan? No, it's missing somewhere in my cupboards. And again, that tells you I have a lot of stuff, doesn't it? A lot of cooking stuff. Let's try the pain, and we can sing and dance too, and have a good time. Now I can entertain you. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's have a time for us. I don't know what I'm singing. What do they sing for karaoke? Oh. It is a church day. I'll get my church on. I love this song. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. And I don't know the words to sing, but I'll make it up anyway. As you Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Na 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 don't do 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 do. I don't think they have a Happy Mother's Day song, do they? Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Okay. I'm missing one. What am I missing? Something. Am I missing something? Something. That's not. Doesn't go to that one. Why am I missing? Oh, it's that one right there. I need. I missed this one. I need this to put away before I put all my measuring cups. So I'm not gonna. Can I tie them up? I guess I can. I can tie them up. This one. Oh, I can smell the banana. I can definitely smell the banana. What's it doing? Let's see. It's still hot because I don't want to risk making a mess. And yeah, I don't know. Has anybody made a 3-layer cake before? Rachel, have you made a big cake? I know you're driving, so I don't know if you can chat or not because I don't want to get you hurt by driving. Is Demi in the car with you? Don't type if you can't, or if you talk. I know you can talk. You can listen to live streams while you're driving, as long as you're not typing or anything, and you can talk back, and then it'll type on here. I know that. That's not too dangerous. Actually, do I need this? Maybe not. Okay. I got a knife I want to use. Where is it? It should be in here. Oh boy. Somebody put it away in the wrong spot. I'm going to look for a knife that somebody must have put away the wrong spot. Where is it? No. Right there. Dish is already done. I normally put it in. I got it. No, that's not the right one, but I guess I'll have to use it. No, she hasn't. Only one layer. She doesn't usually. She doesn't usually bake. Okay. Well, if I could get your baking, you might like if she bakes for you. You might actually like these recipes. That's what I'd say, Demi. Okay, I need that, but that's not the right one. I have one I really like. Sometimes my hubby does them, and then if they're put in the wrong spot, I don't have a clue where they are. He does the dishes. So, right now, over there. I have another cutting knife, which is cool. Right. Where that is, something should be over here. I got two. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I'll have to use that one. That's not the one I want. Where would it be put? Okay. Let's see here. I don't know. Still too hot. Still too hot. Hmm. Yeah, it's way too warm underneath. I have to let it cool. Okay. That starter should probably be packed nice for tonight. All right. There we go. Oh, that's good. Yes, very good. Very good. She has to have someone who knows how to bake bake to be with her. Oh, really? Is it Rachel? You need I could bake with you anytime you want. I told if you grab the rest, I give you a recipe and you just get the stuff, and then I can come live stream and we can bake together. I had given that offer to anybody that's a regular to my channel that you can bake at home and I can bake here, and we can do it all together. If that's an option for you, if that interests you. If there's something you want to learn how to make, that's how I started the sourdough bread. Bill from Newfoundland, my friend, Bill, he wanted to, I said we could cook together, and he wanted to learn how to make a starter or sourdough bread, and I had to learn the starter. So I did that for him so that now I know how to make bread, and I can show people how to make it. So if there's something you want to try, I can make it happen. I can do it offline, and then together we come back and cook it together. That's what I'd say on that. I have to do a lot of cooking, though. I have my daughter coming, and actually Lisa Passion's supposed to come to my house in a week or so. I haven't talked to her lately, but later on next week or something. So anyways, I'm planning on making some more stuff. So maybe I'll do it online instead. I already have the recipe for spaghetti bake, but I'm going to do that. I thought she might like that. So I'm going to make a homemade spaghetti sauce and then make spaghetti so we can have spaghetti for a meal. And then the leftover, you mix the sauce and spaghetti together, and then you layer it like a lasagna with cheese in the middle. And there you have a spaghetti bake. And so then you put that in the freezer. Like I'm going to cook it first, and then I cool it down, and then I freeze it. And then when we're ready to have it, I just take it out. Okay, so she don't have a mixer no more. It has to do something with a mixer. But you don't have, this didn't need a mixer either. You don't need a mixer for that, Rach. You could have hand mixed it. I did. Actually, I didn't use a hand mixer for the cake part, and you probably don't, a spoon. Okay, it's Demi. If we make a cake, do chocolate. That's my favorite. Okay, well, I'll figure out. I gotta find a good chocolate recipe because not all chocolate recipes are good. What kind? Do you like something? Do you like anything like a German chocolate cake? That's pretty sweet, but German chocolate cake's nice. The base is chocolate, and they have like coconut and nuts in the icing, like something like that. I've made that before, but I don't know if you guys like anything like that. Still too hot. I'm getting anxious to get started on this, but it's, oh, that's way too hot. It's really hot on the bottom. I can feel it. So I can't do this yet. It's way too hot. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the dog's chewing something, but I definitely hear something. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, maybe he's cleaning the garage up or not. I don't know what he's doing. Move it over. Maybe it'll help. It's really hot still. Yep, we're all warm. Too hot. Too hot to handle. Don't want to make them yet. The icing yet. I'll have to get them cooler than that. It's still too hot. Okay, I don't like sweet things, but we can do vanilla. Well, so you don't like sweet desserts? But you like food though, right? How about the spaghetti bake? You want to do that? Want me to show you how easy that is? The recipe's on here, but I could come on and do that recipe live. I'm gonna make the sauce first, and I'll have a spaghetti dinner, and then I'll make a spaghetti bake. I want to freeze so that Passion, when she comes, I told her if she likes spaghetti, we're gonna try that. See if she likes it, because I made it a 9 by 12, and the three of us, my mother and my husband and me, ate it all. It was in the freezer for quite a long time too. So the spaghetti does get a little bit mushy, but it still tasted really good. We went through it like crazy. So I think when I make the spaghetti, I'm going to make it a little al dente. So because it's going to go, pulls up the motion. I don't like the coconut, I think. Okay. Who's that? Is that Rachel or Demi? Who's the coconut not lover? You might not like it. It's only half a cup. You probably could eliminate it. I'm going to try to come on. I don't know. I haven't heard from Lisa yet, so it's not 100% yet she's coming. But if she comes and she wants to live stream, sure, I'll come on and we can chat together or do something together. Whatever she feels like doing. That'd be, I think it's the 27th. We only have like overnight. She's coming sometime on Saturday, and then she's leaving the morning of the 28th. So it's only like an overnighter. Roy. Hi, Roy. Welcome. Nice seeing you. Oh, Misha. Okay, my mother's driving, but I'm typing. Okay, no problem. Hi. Hi, Roy. Thank you for coming to my live stream. If you got a wife out there, I don't know if you're married. Happy Mother's Day to her. This is a little bit of a long live stream because I have to let cakes cool off. But this is my Mother's Day dessert. Yeah, I know, Roy. We met. You have a nice. You're out in. Hang on a minute now. San Francisco, I think. Right, Roy? Isn't it San Francisco? And you do live streams for San Francisco. I think, yeah, Roy. I think that's you. And I was going to them. Yeah. I was going to them off and on. I just don't chat all the time, but I do go off and on to them. And I'm live streaming more right now, cooking. I do the cooking and crafting, but I kind of like doing things, not just chatting. So that's me. Doing a recipe from scratch, from the beginning to the end. Hopefully I can get smaller ones. That's why I'm on for an hour, but unfortunately it takes baking time. So this is what takes up my live stream, is to bake the cake and cool it off. The rest of it is pretty fast. I imagine I could make the whole recipe probably within a half an hour to 45 minutes if it wasn't for cooling down time. Mish, where are you? Are you back home from church now? Are you, where are you at? Now, Roy, what have you been doing with yourself? You like the way I'm, well, thank you. It makes it, I wish I could do live streams like faster, but unfortunately to do the whole thing from beginning to end, like I said, the cooling time and baking, it's going to take me time because of the baking. Otherwise, it would be done probably half an hour, a lot of the lives. It's, or less. Some of them are 15 minutes. It's whatever takes to get, this product is from the beginning of making the cake, cooling off time, making the icing, and decorating. And you'll see the whole cake done on the live stream when I'm done with it. And the recipe, if you like what you see and you want to give it a shot, then I've made the recipes on the very beginning of the live stream. Oh, okay. You're a caregiver for your aunt. Yeah, I'm a caregiver for my mom who lives here too. So, do you do the cooking then, Roy? Maybe some of this cooking will interest you when I'm doing the cooking recipes. But anyways, they're attached to the top of the live stream. So if you go all the way back to the live stream, I typed all the recipes before I come online, and then I go through the whole recipe. Now, if you want, you can go take the recipe. You can watch the beginning where I mix the dough, go fast forward to this where I'm talking, and go to the icing part and the decorating. You can do that too. Yeah. Oh, but nothing. Well, I don't, this one's not, this is maybe a little more complicated, but I don't think it's, I've tried to make things really easy. So some of the recipes are super easy. I mean, if she likes spaghetti and you, this spaghetti plan, I'm so glad to watch. Oh, thank you. I am going to make a spaghetti bake, which is pretty simple, honestly. Again, it's cooking time, but I'm going to freeze it. So some of these recipes I have are pretty easy. I've been making for a long time, and they're just kind of like quick dinners that you just have to heat up, and then you take them out of the freezer or whatever you eat that day. And it's made with leftover spaghetti and spaghetti sauce. So that one I do have the recipe online, but I'm thinking of doing here because I have a friend coming down that I know from YouTube. If all goes well, she's supposed to be down here on the 27th. And so I said, do you like spaghetti? So I'm trying to make that spaghetti bake ahead, put it in the freezer, and then when she comes, I just have to pop it in and heat it up for her. And I have breads and desserts I've been making for her when she comes down, whatever she wants to try. I do. I just did a live stream making, and my friend Bill absolutely loves it. It's the apple fritter bread. So he made it. Apparently, I made him addicted to the apple fritter bread. He made so many now that he's addicted to that bread in the recipe because I don't know, he told me, I think he made like 8 of them or whatever. He made a lot of them. So he really likes that recipe. So some of mine are pretty easy, not too complicated. Let's just test again. See, it's still warm. If I were to do it and it's warm like that, it'll melt the icing. That's why I don't want to do it. It's getting there, though. It's starting to cool off. It's getting there. Try this one. 3. Looking to a little warmer. One's over here. See, oh, it holds together really nice. There's the other one. I need 3 of them. That's cool. It's getting there, though. Pretty soon I'll make the icing. Because by the time I make it, the cakes will be cooled off and I can assemble it together. It's still warm on this one. Let's see, still right. So I'll have to check underneath. Let's see, it's still warm. I want my cake to not be melting the icing. It's getting there though. I might actually take this one. I'll put it on my plate to get it ready to decorate. On the plate. Here's my plate. This will be the base one after I do it. So I'm going to move all this. Nope, I'll move this over here. And I think I'm so close to making the icing, so I think I will. See, I'm not hot. And I'm probably going to put it in the fridge anyways when I'm done. So this is going to be a little noisy, so I apologize, but and you don't really have to use a mixer because everything's soft. But I'm going to make a delicious frosting now. All right, let's see. Put the soft butter in here. That's 1 cup. Oh, it's really soft, so I need a bowl. Need something to scoop it out with. Okay, we're going to do butter. And I'm going to mix the sour cream, 2 packages of sour cream, which comes to 16 ounces. We're going to get that mixed. Okay, here we go. Shut your ears if it's going to bother. That just went in my caramel sauce. We'll put that next. We're going to put the vanilla, sauce, salt, pretty good. So we'll take all that. Okay, we mix all that up, and then we're going to add. Let's clean up as I go. Hi, finally here. Well, that's okay. Welcome. Now I'm going to wipe the bowl down every so often, but I'm going to add the icing sugar to it. This is really soft, so I might take a little bit off there and put it in the fridge for just, or the freezer for just a little bit. All right, let's do the icing sugar. A little at a time. Whoa, a little at a time. Right, because that's going to... covering it so I don't make a mess on my computer. Sprinkle this down. So how's your day going, Kristen? I'll taste it after I get this all together. Now this kind of stayed out a little longer than I should have. Maybe a little less, but about 3 to 3.5 cups. I'm going to add a little more and then I'll taste it. So I put 3.5 cups, but you might, it all depends on how it mixes. So you might want to use a little less or a little more. Okay, let's try that. All right, so I'm going to put that there for a second. Wait up a little bit. I'm going to taste it. All right, let's see. Oh, goodness. It's not sweet. It's actually quite nice. When I cool it down on the fridge, it's going to be beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to go in the fridge and I'll cool it down. So I'm going to just put a little bit here. Well, it doesn't melt. It's still warm. You can see it. But I'm going to put it right in the fridge right after we're done this live. It's going to go in the fridge. I'll show you all the nice edges. Okay. Put this here. So it's all even. Yeah. I love cream cheese. Oh, you do? It's got butterscotch syrup in it, though. So it should be yummy. It is yummy. I tasted it. It's not sweet. With the cream cheese makes it way less sweeter. It doesn't taste like icing sugar. It has a really nice taste, actually. All right. I got my last cake. Okay, so now are you at home now, Mish? No, just leave my daughter's. Oh, okay. You're in the car then? Thank you for coming back and joining me. I wasn't sure if you were done yet, church. The dog is standing. The dog thinks she's getting some of this. She's like standing at the base here, not going anywhere. She thinks she's getting a piece of cake. I don't think that's going to happen, but she's hoping. She's hoping she gets a piece of cake. I think it's hilarious. Oops. Okay, let's do this. Well, it definitely made enough icing for this cake. I was worried about not having enough icing because lots of times it's sliding just a bit. It's sliding because of the icing, but that's okay because it'll hold its place once it goes back in the fridge. The butter will solidify because all the stuff is too soft right now. But make sure it's lean right. Okay, so now I got to cool this off, and there's still lots of icing left. So if you want to cut this recipe down, I guess you could, but I'm going to use it for something else because there's a lot of icing in here. But I would rather have way more icing than do a cake that doesn't have enough icing. That's the worst thing to do. Size of ice. A little bit, yeah. I think that's why it's a little bit warm, but when I put it in the fridge, it'll solidify the butter, so it'll be fine. But there is a lot of icing, so I'm okay with that, though. You know what I'm going to do? I'll put this in the fridge and I'll bring it back out in a minute. I want to let it cool off because it's too warm. So we're going to put it in the fridge and I'll bring it back in a minute. Just let the butter cool for a little bit. All right. There, if I cool it down, and then I'm going to do, I was going to make this really decorative because I have a piping set. I have different kinds of piping sets. But unfortunately, I'm missing the coupling to it. So if you know what a coupling is, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put some in here, and I'm going to use this just for the top to make a little thing on top. And I'll keep this out in case I want to fix it a little bit. But we're going to make a topping. So, okay, I want to make this, it's really too soft too. So I'm going to put this in the fridge too. And solidify again. Just a little bit so it gets a little colder because it's hot in my house for making the bread and that. So it's a little almost too hot for this. But we will fix it until it's perfect. Let me use that. I'll show you how much is left, but I'm going to use this on cupcakes or something. I'll make something else with it. But there is a little bit left. There. As you can see, this would be perfect if I was had my set. I was going to do rosettes all along, and this would be perfect amount to really, really decorate this cake. But I'm going to make it look pretty still. I like making the whole thing done nice so it looks good. So we have toasted. This is what I'm going to use on the top. I don't know, I have enough for them. I didn't do it the side, but we have toasted coconut and toasted pecans. And I got a couple big pieces saved so that I can put on the top of this. So, give it a couple minutes, and then I'll bring it back out. So see, I told you it's an hour and a half I've been doing it, but I did it from scratch, and I already pre-measured everything. But the baking time, well, that takes a lot. That takes like 30 minutes, a half an hour. So we're talking about the baking took me at least, like I said, in total 30 minutes. So I'm still up to past 45 minutes to do this if I wasn't baking. Or, letting cooling time. The baking wasn't bad. The baking was 25, 35 minutes. But then I had to let it cool for quite a bit too, and it's not totally cool. But it's still looking good. All right, I'm going to take that out. Put this off after. I want it, in case I need it, I want to keep it soft. So, and then I'll put it in the fridge after. Let's bring this back because I'm going to, it's still warm. I can feel the bottom. That's why, but it's still looking nice. Okay. Let's go. Where's my knife? All right. Now, let's just, like I said, this is going to relax, and it'll be much better when I keep it really cold, but I don't want to keep you guys too long, and I want to get out of here too. So this is what I'm going to decorate. I'm going to go right along here. Well, I'll show you the bread if you want. I'm going to take a picture of it after to put it online, but I'll show you me how the bread turned out. I got lots, so I might, because we love nuts, our family. So I'm going to put some on the bottom here a little bit. All along the bottom. Makes me lock the dog right here. Can't be too bad. Then again, dogs like everything, but I'm going, she's definitely waiting for some leftovers. Now you don't have to put all this much on it. You just have to do a little bit on the top. But you do whatever makes you happy. Whatever floats your boat. If you want to do less, don't put any of it on. Decorate it a different way. That's the whole point. You decorate whatever way you want. It's not, I don't have it set in stone how I wanted to decorate it. But this is what I planned on doing. I was going to do a rim, and then I went, I did too much. So I might as well get all that on a little bit more. Make sure I go around. There's leftovers. I'm going to put it wherever I see there's a spot missing. But most of our family loves nuts, so I think they're going to like this. Whoever likes the nut part of it. Some of them don't like coconut, but it's not for them. It's for my mother and my daughter who like all this. They like coconut, so. Okay, and thank you. If it looks delicious, thank you. Okay, I don't want to pull the sheets yet, because I will in a minute. But I'm going to pull it after I start. I want to do the top of this. All right. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut a hole. I'm going to see if I can just put now, if I had the right tools, I would be using that instead of this. A fancy little thing, but right now, there. So actually I could add this too, I'm a little nutty right now. So since I got these big ones, I can do a little more decor. I'm probably going a little crazy here, but I have them here, so I might as well use them. I kept a couple whole ones. All right. Well, this is going back in the fridge. Yum. Okay, now I'm going to just pull off the sheets to make the plate look clean. And if some pop up, I'm just going to throw them back on. There it is. Voila. Just clean it up so you can see it and move all this good stuff, because I call it good stuff. Good stuff. Who doesn't like facing with the coconut and all that? I'm going to clean this up. Right, I'm just going to move this out. I just want to clean this mess up here. Counter. All right. The dog I'm kind of trying to wipe it without her getting it, but she is just right in there. So there you have it. Oh, a hummingbird cake from beginning to the end. This is the recipe's all on here. I showed you how to make it, and I had a lot of fun actually doing it. I think we'll have a nice dessert for supper. I will tell you how it looks. Plus, if you're still there, Misha, if you're still there, I'll show you the breads before I get off. You want to see how it turned out? So I'm going to put that away, and that's, you can see, that's my design, and I'm going to put it in the fridge. It's still warm. That's why the icing is having a little bit of time. Mom, there, happy Mother's Day.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Well, they're listening to me, but I want to get the result right there.
Hey, no, I want to show you something.
Right, wait a minute, I'll put this down. I got to cool it for tonight.
I want you this first.
What? Oh, thank you.
And this is my
Very
Mother's
cute.
Day gift.
Very cute.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
No, I'll be with you shortly because I'm almost off.
No, I'll see you later.
You'll have to link how it tastes. Which one, the cake? Oh, I can actually I could put a comment on at least, or Misha, if you want to put a comment on the bottom of my live stream, I can do that. And I'm going to show you right now the bread. I just don't want to mix all this stuff with it. All right, here is I got both breads, and I'm going to take a picture of it, but I'm going to show you right now because I'll put it on my live stream after I'm done. There you go. There's my pretty bread. That's the second one. That's the second one that you missed, and this one was the first one. So it looks like you're supposed to have that lip kind of anyways on this one. I can turn this around. I'll show you. So that's the big slash, and the little designs right here are just a smaller stash. So you can do whatever you want. I'm going to be doing a round one, and I'll come back and show you a picture of the round one. I'm not probably going to do it online, but within a couple of days, I took my sourdough out. I'm going to warm it. I fed it. Like I discarded 50, fed it back 50 and 50, and I'm letting it warm up. And then I'm going to do the levain again, and I'm going to make the bread again, but round ones. I want to try the baskets and see how that goes so I can say, yeah, it works good in this kind of basket. So that's it. So the live stream, how to make this is all up there, and the cake is all done. And I'm going to take a picture of the cake. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Mish, and everybody for joining me. Yeah, Mish, Rachel, I think, and whoever was here. Happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day. Thanks. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.